What's approaching the supreme moment, reality striking closer than it seems, don't it? Go ahead.
What's good? Alright, so finally got off work and some time to do some videos. So here is a showcase for the Universe Survival Arc category team, and it's going to be set up in a double lead Caulifla team setup. I included the intelligence type Hit, the intelligence type Ultra Instinct Goku, as well as the strength Kaba, and this is the Rainbow Star Caulifla. And then I also included Kefla in here too, just to give you a preview of, you know, what her attack potential is like. She does have the nuking passive, where attack does increase per physical key collected, and she's got the medium chance of dodging. I also included Kale on here also. Alright, so I'm going to switch it up since it was requested by a lot of you guys. I am going to include characters like Urine and what's his name, Topo, in the second segment of the video, so I'll make sure to include that, and then the physical Ultra Instinct Goku. So you know, give you an idea of how they do on this type of team setup. So obviously it's only a 50% increase toward, you know, stats with the double lead Caulifla setup, but you know, it'll give you a good idea. And by the way, I am working in the office that I guess some of you guys had heard sound effects in the background. I guess I have no idea if this place is haunted or whatever, but let me know if you hear it again. We'll see if it's actually haunted. Alright, so they're gonna have a type disadvantage here, but let's see what kind of output against Gohan that Kefla will be able to do. So, you know, not much. I mean, it is type disadvantage, and it's a double lead setup with you know, both leaders as Caulifla, so you're not expecting too much in damage output. But I think, you know, on neutral types and type advantages, plus the ability to increase attack through collecting physical ki, her attack could potentially be much higher. And you know, once she officially comes out, I'll make sure to do a video with kind of like the Potara category team showcase. I'll make sure to do that too. But in this case, I know it was requested in the past for, you know, certain characters to be used, and I figured I'd just go ahead and theme it around the Universe Survival Arc. And Kefla seems to, I mean not Kefla, but Kale seems to do pretty decent damage with the maxed out attributes. Now obviously it is a private server, so her potential system levels are, you know, maxed out at level 20 for everything, so it's a little bit you know, overblown, overstated, I guess is the right word for it. But you know, if you do focus on, you know, like let's say level 11 or 15 for criticals, I mean additional attack, and level, you know, 11 or so for, you know, criticals, I mean you could essentially do up to 3 additional attacks, since she does have the built-in mechanism of you know, being able to do an additional attack. So, you know, further enhancements through the potential system, she could do upwards of 3 attacks, and you know, it could potentially be 3 supers also. But you know, I covered Hit already, but he does pretty well. Works pretty good as a stunner. Obviously, new bosses nowadays have immunity for that, but you know, if they don't, he does have a pretty good chance of you know, stunning enemies. So that's definitely a nice little feature, and the fact that he can hit pretty decently is also a nice added bonus too. Alright, I didn't want to separate Caulifla and Kefla, but in order to collect as much physical ki as possible, I went ahead and just put them at the very end. I'm not sure, Gohan might actually not survive this one, but we'll have to see, I guess. It is type disadvantage here, so unless, okay, so there's no additional attack, so yeah, we'll be able to see how she does. I gotta tell you, I've been struggling this week to have a schedule on video uploads. By the way, it's just been extremely busy at work, and you know, pretty much meetings all day, you know, going into sometimes the late evenings. So I'm definitely doing what I can. Just kind of sucks not being able to upload as frequently as before, but hopefully things will slow down a little bit. So I guess this is with the Tech Ultimate Gohan. They all seem to link up pretty well with each other, so the key meter really isn't too big of an issue, especially between Kel and Kefla. They share quite a bit in link skills, so for those three, I mean, it's pretty straightforward for the most part. Now the second segment will cover, like Toppo and well, Urine isn't too bad, but Toppo does kind of struggle a little bit with link skills on this kind of team setup, but overall it's not too bad. All right, so since we got the opportunity, let's see how frequently Ultra Instinct Goku will dodge here. And you can recover HP as long as the round starts with HP level 50% or less. The passive skill is still active, so you still benefit from it. So if you're able to get it less than 50%, I mean it's a pretty good idea to just go ahead and recover. So even with 50% leads, I mean, he's hitting for about 600,000, potentially 800. So, and yeah, I mean, he dodged, I think 3 out of 5 times, so that's not too bad in terms of percentages. But he does have, in addition to the passive of dodging, he did have a level 20 for evasion too. So with that in mind, I guess it's hard to say if it's great or not, I guess. Alright, well, we're going to go ahead and switch it up. So here's Toppo at maxed out status. He's actually a great support unit in a way if you can use him efficiently. He does increase SA by 25% with the SA, and then attack and defense will increase by 30% for super types, and then 50% reduction to defense for extreme types. Now she is more or less a support unit also, and she's got the stunning ability, so the SA has a chance to stun. The passive skill will decrease the attack enemies attack and defense by 15%, and also has a medium chance to stun the enemy. So pretty decent. This is the physical Ultra Instinct Goku that's finally coming out in global tomorrow. So he's got 80% increased attack as part of his passive, and does add +3 ki for Universe Survival Saga category. So that will actually help the team overall in terms of, the key meter. Alright, so I wanted to wait until I got to boss battles against extreme types. That way you'll be able to see kind of the benefit of Toppo. Now I will say his attack potential really isn't that great. It's just a matter of whether to use him or not as a support unit. But it is a little bit difficult in a non-universe survival category team of linking well with others. Like, it's almost like you're losing advantage of filling a spot with him versus somebody else. But it is what it is. And he still has his uses, I guess. The best way to put it. But yeah, Kefla on a Potata category team at maxed out status, which I'll do a video at some point, is pretty amazing, especially when you include Weirus, the orb changer. It'll be crazy how beneficial it is for her, or them. I keep saying her, but it's actually a fusion between two, so I gotta refer to it the right way. Alright, let's attack with the Goku here real fast, and then we'll see how the rest of them do. But I don't think I've had a chance to do super with Goku yet. So about 330,000 damage potential, hits for about 400,000. Not too bad for a free-to-play unit. Now obviously these enemies are weaker, and it's a double lead Caulifla setup, so on a potentially either, I don't know, Realm of Gods or super physical or whatever, his potential could be a lot higher. Unfortunately, he doesn't have the dodging ability built in, like the intelligence version does. Alright, so obviously the passive is active for Tapo, so it's a 50% reduction to the enemy's defense, as well as an increase for super types of 30% for attack and defense. Yeah, I didn't mean to go into Dokkan mode with Kefla here, but I mean, it's whatever, I guess. I should have kind of reserved it for another card, but I guess it'll be alright. I'm not expecting much, in all honesty. So yeah, 700,000 type disadvantage, weaker enemy. Not too bad, but not too crazy either. But she is definitely hitting a lot. So a little bit better, 646,000 with the critical. Not better, but you know what I mean. All right, let's see how Yuden does. And she does have type advantage, so we'll go ahead and let her attack first, and then Goku will take the damage afterwards if Frieza is still alive. And we'll see if she actually stuns the enemy or not. And she actually didn't do too bad in terms of output. 400,000. I don't think he got stunned though. I mean, it is a medium chance at the end of the day, so it's not really a high probability, but I mean, it's a little something, I guess. He might actually finish him off here, though. Yep. Alright, moving on. Let's see what's up. So now we got the Tech Golden Frieza. And I kind of want to keep Kefla in the middle. That way she is maximized with the links. And I'm sure Kel will be taking a decent amount of damage, especially with the super. So 97,000. I'm not sure what the HP level is, but I'm sure it's getting low. Well, 900,000 with the critical, definitely not bad. And back-to-back supers. We'll see if she goes 3 times in a row. Nope. Alright, maybe she'll be able to finish it off here. Or they. Yeah, you're not gonna survive that. You might as well you should have just taken the second hit and died already. Alright, there's only 1 HP bar, so it's really not going to take much to get rid of the HP here. And yeah, like I said, he's not really, the purpose for this guy really isn't for attack. It's really for that support function through his passive. Because it can make a difference with that level of stat boost and decreases to the enemy, so that is pretty much it. I guess I'm going to go ahead and stop here, but that's a brief look at some of the members of the Universe Survival category.